Okay, I've got to work on both of these. I've got to pull this timer button handle off, and it's hard to get off. You might think, oh, I'm just going to wedge it off of here, and then you can't get it because you're wedging here, and then when you wedge up here, this goes down. When you wedge this, that goes down. So what I like to do is I'll get it maybe a little bit, so I get my screwdriver under there like that. And I'll put another screwdriver in over here. Okay, now I can kind of wedge both of them at the same time, and I'm getting it off. Let me get I got a crummy little standard slotted screwdriver. And now I can twist on both of those, because I want to be careful with that. Okay, now I can get it off. If you don't do it something like that, and you're being a beast to it, then you're going to start marking up this edge with your screwdriver. Okay, so now I take a pair of, this is a little crescent wrench, also known as a spanner wrench, and there's a nut here. I'm going to loosen that. I have to get this cover off of here, don't I? Just remember how you put this back together. Okay. I'm hoping, now here's the whole timer, and it fits in here, and I'm hoping that I don't have to pull that out. Okay. Sometimes you can tighten up these screws, and there's a flap in there. But in this case, this flap broke, and I'm going to have to look at that. And this flap broke. What's the deal? There's a little flap, and you've seen that. I just showed it to you. Okay, so I'm going to unscrew this. Wow, somebody's doing a number on these. See, this is the back side of that flap. See there? It's snapped off. I don't know what's happened. It looks like this one snapped off too. Sometimes the flaps just get loose, and all you have to do is reach in there and tighten this back up. But in this case, no can do. So I'm glad I just happen to have, what do you suppose I have in another condo? Just happen to have some more cut-in boxes, and I'm going to unscrew the little tab, and I'm going to bring them over here and put the tabs back in. Okay, that way I don't have to take all the wiring apart. Got the power off. This wire is just flexed in there. It's not mounted to the stud or anything, because this is a cut-in box. It was fished in later, and as a matter of fact, if you go to my channel, you might just see, okay, you might just see how I install a cut-in box, how I even install a 4-hour timer. Okay? Alright, that little piece slid back in there. I'm going to leave that right like that. And by golly, do you think I've got the same problem there? Let's just see what's going on here. Never seen a cut-in box with the flaps breaking off, and I just had that happen on the other side of this wall where the air conditioner is in the main room. I'm in a master bedroom, and both of these boxes are loose. My oh my, what is happening here? And son of a gun, this one snapped off too. See this? Snapped off, and looking under there, and sure enough, this one's broken off. That's taken some doing to get these broken off like that. See, this has the little plastic threads on the back side. Let's see if I can just hold it. There we go. See, it's still got the little bit of plastic on there, so I'm holding it with my finger. Not very good with my left hand, but I guess I'll do it. Just work on it. Whenever you get a chance, try using your left hand for certain things to get it more accustomed. I'm right-handed, and I just don't do many things with my left. See? There's a little piece right there, snapped off, and that's a little bit that got caught on the threads. And see, it's attached. It's attached on here, you know, like that or whatever. And that's the part that doink goes up behind the sheetrock. And I look up here, and that's broken off. Mercy. I just think somebody came in here and did a little vandalism. Set me up. Let's just, oh, I thought I could unscrew it with my fingers. I can't. This, you know, just make sure you have your power off. That way you don't have to think about it. Okay. Wow. Got it. Hey, there's the other little piece. I just happen to have some more cut-in boxes. See, I got 6 cut-in boxes at the store, thinking that if somebody had an air conditioner and they wanted to put a 4-hour timer in, usually this box is a surface mounted or a mounted nail-on box, and then I cut the nails off with a hacksaw, pull it out of the wall. And I've got videos of that too, how to remove an electrical outlet box or something. Punch that into the search box on my channel and see what pops up. And I probably have a video there that will show you how to take a box out, because then I took the box out so I could get to the wires, and then I had enough room to fish a new wire in there. I cut this out. There's a stud here. I put a flexi bit in here and drilled a hole where the stud was, fished that in there, drilled it, and then I fished a wire from here to here. Then I put everything inside the box, slid the box in, slid this box in, and wired it up. That's how you do stuff like that. Okay? See, I'm moving this box, and that's moving. That's because there's a wire, a cable that goes all the way through there. And it was wired up, so now when you turn the breaker on, the power to the breaker actually goes to here. So then when you turn this on, then that throws power back over this electrical outlet location, and then the air conditioner's plugged in here, and then your air conditioner will work. That's so if you have a vacation condo, or you've got some location where you don't want somebody to turn the air conditioner on and walk away for all day and have this thing pumping all day long at 65 degrees, 60 degrees, 70 degrees, whatever, costing you money. There's a tip for you if you've got an air conditioner like this. That's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos